chewing on fucking bones.
Gang,
Man,
gang.
it was good.
Monday.
That came from eating lot lizard pussy.
Crazy. She thinks she owns on baby. I think I love her crazy. She thinks she loves me crazy. Oh, my bad. I remember the whole rap song.
Hey, the whole world just heard me say that shit, bro. Why you ain't tell me you was starting the show, man?
Told you. I told you. All that shit is material.
All right, so listen, right?
Trust
It's
the book.
Monday. We're in our mobile location. This is the What's Next podcast. God damn it! Almost the whole gang is here. I'm BJ, SamzSportz. My man Carlos, seeing the buffs. One of our partners and no crime because we don't commit crimes. One of our partners, Mr. Ignorant Thinker Podcast himself.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got me at the
on
football field on the goddamn Monday.
They let me in the building. Yeah.
Hey, I don't commit crimes. I prevent them.
All right, same difference. Shout out to Coach D.
No, it's not.
Told you he gonna say something.
Today we're gonna talk about the signs. All right, the signs you need to see.
I saw the sign. You opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
Hold on, shut the fuck up.
Yo.
FBC, you gotta get away from the air conditioner, baby.
What's cracking?
Nothing much. Chilling.
Oh, man.
All right, so today we came here to talk about the signs, right? We're going to talk about the signs you need to look for, the signs you need to be aware of in certain situations, all right? We got a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of people don't be out here paying attention. Even what love, life, and relationships, like, gotta pay attention to people around you, you know what I mean? Like, if people disappear for a while, people start acting different, you gotta pay attention to the signs. And I came up with a topic because, you know, the lady, she went in her son's room and she found notes, and that her son was going to go and shoot up his school and all this, and he had a whole detail. At 5 a.m. he was going to kill the whole family. Then he's going to go to the school and all this shit. And it was a debate about should she have turned him in. Listen, let that motherfucker go. Let his ass go.
You know what's one thing though that I know you shouldn't be. I mean, it didn't happen. Let's get that out of the way. He didn't shoot the school up, did he?
No.
She turned him in. Okay, all right. She turned him in. You know what's one thing though, and a lot of people want to be sitting there, lazy and don't want to be doing things. He wrote out his whole plan on what he was going to do and was about to execute it. And there's people out. Hold on, there's people out here in this world that won't write out a plan and try to execute it. Even killers write out plans to execute. All right, I just want to let you know. So don't be afraid to write your plan out and execute it straight like that.
One more time for the people in the back, sir.
Don't be afraid to write your plan out, no matter what it is, and execute it. His whole plan was to end his life. Some of y'all got great ideas to make millions and won't write them down and execute. Gotta watch the signs. Name of the show is the signs. Gotta watch the signs.
Thank you, because sir, for a second you lost me. I'm glad we came back, sir.
Gotta watch the signs. Why I gotta be an idiot? God damn. God damn. I'm just trying to tell you about the signs, goddamn.
He was 15. So, in Baltimore, a 9-year-old boy shot a 15-year-old girl, right? First he said it was 14, then he said she was 15. He shot her and killed her. They said it was an accident, right? They said it was an accident. But people who know the situation saying it wasn't an accident, some people was looking for the little boy and he wouldn't come outside. His sister came home and saw the little boy in the porch, and his sister stood up for him. And like, you ain't gonna do nothing. He pulled the gun out, aimed at the head, and shot her, and said it was an accident. He's not getting no real punishment. So now the uproar comes because it was an accident, or was it on purpose? I wasn't there. I don't know the whole situation. I'm reading from the outside, and
I'm gonna tell you like this: you do the crime, you gotta do the time. It is what it is. You do the crime, you gotta do the time. But see, this United States of America that we're living in is more worried about the money aspect of things. So if that same 9-year-old was out there, selling a bunch of kilos, he probably would have got 30 years in jail. Same age, but he did a crime. If he was out there making that much money and getting kilos and stuff like that, he would have got 30 years in jail. Being the fact that he killed somebody, when you kill somebody in America, you're not gonna get that much time. Like I said, they all about money. This United States of America is about money.
So mine is different. But again, I don't know how you investigate that and look at it and see exactly what is going on and what is not going on. I don't know, sir. Because a 9-year-old with a loaded gun, he said he had the gun the whole fucking day. He had the gun the whole day. Wherever his parents work at or something, he had the gun the whole entire day. So, I don't know. Yes, America is going to hell in a handbasket. America is. Did you see that shit I posted when the dumbest TikTok trends and people was doing this shit, like they was putting a cord, plugging it into the wall and shit. Like they had a challenge called Get COVID. They was looking door shit. Like the fuck is going on here in America?
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's two sides of the same coin for me, right? Because I want to blame the parents, but you got kids who come from a very good stock of a household.
No, it didn't happen today.
And they still do dumb shit. And then you got kids who just have no guidance at all that do dumb shit. And you look for somebody to blame, and it's just like, how do you punish a 9-year-old for shooting somebody in the head?
Was it an accident or was he sent there?
I don't give a fuck if it was on purpose or by accident. Your 9-year-old, Sam's, you got a 9-year-old somewhere in there, don't you?
I said, yeah, somewhere in the party.
In the lineup, right? How would you feel if your 9-year-old shot somebody in the head?
Sir, I can't say that because I can't imagine that. I don't live that kind of lifestyle where I feel like I have to worry about that. Again, I try to keep up with what's going on in the world, so I can't say that that no, my kid wouldn't do that. But also at the same time, I can't see my kids doing that. You know what I mean? Like
nobody can. But at the same time, though, you have to keep, you have to keep, you have to find and keep some kind of hold on your kids. No, you cannot be everywhere all the time. But let me tell you something. Ain't no way in fuck. What was the first time I even got a hold to a gun? You know what? I'm going to say I was about 10, 11.
Yeah, I was about the same age.
But at the same time, I had enough sense to know not to shoot my fucking self,
Right.
let alone to shoot some fucking body else. Where do you, I honestly, I can't even begin to explain. Where do you get that sense of not shooting somebody or yourself?
again, sir, we in a
These
different
kids
time.
are fucking stupid, bro.
Sir, we in a different day and age now. The rules ain't.
Bro, fuck the
Everything
rules.
is a joke right now. Everything is a lie.
These
Nobody.
kids think life is a joke. They don't value life like we do as older cats. They're the live fast, die young era. And it's
They get clout. They get clout for dying.
yes. Yes. The game is so tilted on his head, it's ridiculous.
That part
Like, do
too.
you realize that when you die, you're not gonna be able to?
Yeah, it's no start overs.
Nah, you don't. This ain't Resurgence. This ain't Call of Duty, bro.
Nope. When you're done, you're done. But these
This
kids
shit is sad, man.
they don't look past the age of 21. They don't look at, oh, I can make it to 30 or 40, or I could be an old head with my wife and sitting on a rocking chair in front of our house watching our grandkids play. They don't look at that. They
No.
look at
I
it like I
just
gotta
had
do
a
it.
conversation.
And if I
My
don't,
little brother,
yeah.
my little brother, he 26,
Mm-hmm.
and recently I asked him a question. I said, "What do you want? What do you want?" And he looked at me like, "I just want to be happy in any situation that I end up in."
Fact.
And I'm like, "That's not no,
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh,
you can
and
be happy in a fucked up situation
That's true.
because
so
you ignorant to what's going on around you."
True. Wow.
question in that sentence, Dennis. Where are the people who used to sit us down and be like, "Yo, if you gotta chill out, yo"? Where are the people that used to sit us
Oh,
down?
they're around.
Like, yo, you out here fucking up, yo. Who
They're
gonna tell
Hey,
you?
around. These
hey,
kids
now
don't
hold up. Go ahead, Fat Boy. Go ahead.
my bad, bro.
No, go
They're
ahead. Go. You
around.
got.
I'm 40 years old. I got old heads that I listen to. I got OGs that I respect. They're not here no more, but they gave me game, so I keep the game they gave me and I shoot the game back. My thing is, at 40, I make better decisions than I did at 20. Of course, because I've had life experiences. The problem is with these kids is they don't want to listen. They feel like, okay, because I go on YouTube and I got 1.5 million people following me, I'm that dude. I don't got to listen to you. I make more money than you do in a year.
A world of followers is
Yes,
what they
everybody
are.
wants to follow. Nobody wants to be the odd dude and just go the other direction like myself. That's how I made it to 40, because I went the other direction. Because I was like, oh no, I see what y'all doing. Let me go over here. And I had a family behind me that supported me in things. My thing is, these kids don't want to listen. We got the game for them. We try to give it to them, but they don't want to listen because they feel like the money is the game. The more money I got, the more I can do, the more that I can sit here It's clout chasing, as the kids call it. They clout chase.
It's America.
And instead of them being individuals, they would rather go out there and do all of the wrong things to get all the negative attention instead of the positive things. The smart kid is the corny kid now. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas the smart kid might have been looked at, yeah, he got picked on or said things, but the smart kid ended up being the kid that was the doctor or the lawyer later on down the road. Look at that. It's let me sell the dope. Let me go ahead and get this and that. That's all it is.
They want instant gratification. They want instant gratification. Nobody wants to. Everybody don't. Nobody know that this shit is legit a marathon. This shit is not a sprint.
Exactly.
Quit being in a hurry to fucking grow up. Like, and I had to learn that myself. Like, I had OGs always chastising me, and I ain't gonna lie, chastising me is worse than you trying to fight me. Like, I take an ass whooping, but standing there and having to listen, that shit hurt worse to me because I don't want to hear how I'm fucking up.
So listen. So that same sentence, can you walk down the street to see Bob 8 houses down smoking weed at 11 years old and be like, yo, I don't think you should be doing that? Or it's fucking 2 a.m. Like, y'all be doing lift in the middle of the night. It's fucking 15, 12-year-old girls downtown, hanging out downtown. Can you pull up to, like, yo, I think that y'all should go to fucking. There's no reason y'all be out here this time of night. We can't do that anymore. You can't go up to another person, a kid, and tell them that, oh, I think you out here fucking up.
Yeah, you can.
Shit.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
In 22.
Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who kid it is. If I see any one of y'all kids, I don't give a fuck anybody who watching, anybody on this motherfucker. If I see anybody kid out doing some dumbass shit, I'm gonna say something to them.
Yep.
And my motherfucking hand gonna be on my motherfucking pistol because I'll be damned if I get fucked by a pup. Period. And I'm gonna say something.
So now you said something. He pulled his pistol out.
I ain't say I was pulling my pistol out.
He pulled his out. You said something. He pulled his out.
Period.
Exactly. That's why I said you can't say nothing.
I ain't gonna kill him, but he gonna be a shot bitch.
I'm gonna keep it real. You can't say nothing. You can say something to him. Don't mean they go listen to it. You can say 1,000 things to them. Some of them listen. I'm not gonna say all of them are like that. All the kids ain't like that.
Some
kids,
what it is.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Some kids need. Hold on. Wait, real quick. Not to cut you off, but real quick. What's crazy is some kids desire somebody to show them that they care.
Yep, I was just about
and they'll never outwardly say it, but you will say some shit to them and they'll hear you. And if you got good discernment, you will see them hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, kids need some kind of structure, and you might not believe structure or they want structure, but somebody has to be the leader and somebody got to be the follower.
Facts.
But it all started by the way they was raised, though. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not gonna say we all as parents, but a mass majority of us parents, you know, we all believe, oh, well, we want to raise our kids better than we came up.
Facts.
Not everybody came up fucked up.
That's true.
But
everybody had their own struggle.
This is the thing. When you out there buying your kids all this name brand and designer stuff, right? You buy them all this name brand designer stuff, and you telling them, oh, you look good, you look fly, because you got that name brand, that designer on, but you're not telling them that the designer and name brand don't make you. I love you the way that you are, not because of the designer and the name brand.
Right.
Now when them kids get older and they can't afford that name brand designer stuff, they feel a certain type of way, like, oh, I'm not loved. I'm not appreciated.
Yep.
You gotta start teaching these kids what love is. A lot of people as adults don't know what love is.
True.
Well, no. So listen. So everybody's saying they want their kids to be better than what people say that shit because it sounds good. People don't really want. Listen, half these motherfuckers want to be out here doing them. Like they set it in like George about their fucking business. Don't.
You breaking up. You
You
breaking up
breaking up,
bad.
player.
You breaking up bad. But I'm just gonna say this right here.
Man.
I've met some parents that don't really give a fuck about their kids, and those kids. It's crazy because they don't just have one; they got a church full of
multiple.
kids.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna say they got a church full of kids, and they
Yes.
don't give a fuck
only one
about
of them.
and they don't
Listen,
give a fuck about them kids, and usually the oldest one is usually suffering because he got to take care of the whole household when that ain't even his motherfucking job.
Pete, what I've seen, right? This is a two-part because I want to piggyback a little bit off of what you were saying about Dennis, about what you were saying about how you put your kids in name brand and tell them they look good, this, that, and the third, right? People want to glorify the results before they glorify the work that it takes to get to a certain point.
Exactly.
You cannot glorify the results without glorifying the work. The work is what gets you the results.
Mm-hmm.
The second part of what I wanted to piggyback off of, Dennis, that you said, peep this. What I've seen a lot of times, women who have multiple baby daddies, they only treat their kids by how they respect the dad of that child.
Mm.
Damn!
Say that
again.
bro.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again. For the people in the back. Damn!
Yes,
Oh,
they didn't hear you in the back, bro. Say that again.
Oh, my God.
Lord have mercy.
The respect that woman has for that man will manifest in that child by the way she treats that child.
Wow.
And it's going to piss a whole lot of people off, but it's a whole lot of people that understand exactly what I mean. I'm not saying that women don't love their kids. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that they don't take care of their kids. I'm not saying that at all. But there are certain aspects of things that they would do differently if they respected the man that they had a child with. And then there are certain women who don't respect their baby daddy, and they go above and beyond for their child, but to the child's detriment, because now you babying this child and trying to treat this child like they're your spouse.
Preach on it.
Say it again, bro. Man.
So when it comes to recognizing the signs, you have to recognize not only what you're doing right now, but you have to understand what you're doing right now is going to build the future. And once it builds the future, you fucking shit out of luck because now it's already been written.
Wow.
That sign has been written and posted.
I'm gonna tell her. Let me tell her halfway. Let me lighten the room up a little bit with this sign right here. Because I've met a lot of women out there that don't know if their son is out there liking girls or not. And I usually tell them, I'll be like, well, let me ask you a question. Are you buying too much shampoo in your house? Is the lotion low in your house? When your son is start taking too many showers and washing up, just letting you know.
Right.
There's a little girl out there he interested in. You can act like it. You act like we not acting. You act like it's not true. You can do whatever you want to. There's a little girl out there he's interested in.
Hey, if that little nigga running around musty, it ain't no hoe. He ain't got no hoe.
Right.
You know what? No. You know what, Los? There's a girl out there that like him for his musty ass. I've learned that.
That's
shit.
a fact.
There's a girl out there that like him for his musty ass.
Yo, that's
Let me tell you something.
I've seen it, Los, with my own eyes.
Yes.
I've seen
you ain't wrong.
Girls.
You ain't wrong.
Listen, you know how we grew up. We cleaned our fucking room up when we had a little Joan coming over.
Yeah.
When I was a young boy, in my room, I had a couch and a bed.
Yeah.
Right? If she sat on that couch, I knew I wasn't getting up. But if she sat on that bed,
you already knew.
She in for the win. I had a girl. Hold up. I knew the shit was. This is one of my side. I knew as a young boy, I had this girl when she took her flip flops off in the house. Mind you, they're flip flops. Her toes already out, so it ain't like they need any more fucking air. All right. She took her flip flops off in the house. I said, "Oh yeah, it's going down."
Yeah.
Already going down.
Hey, classic line. You ready? Hey, you can't get in my bed with no outside clothes on.
Yeah, like period.
We don't do that. We don't do that. You better sit on the floor.
Yo.
I had the couch.
Man. Couch in the bed.
Couch in the bed. She sat on that couch.
I had the recliner chair.
You ever see two people arguing and one dude or one chick, they stand sideways like this, and you be like, she about to knock the shit out that bitch.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker still standing there yelling and arguing like, bro, you about to get your shit split. You don't even see it.
Some of them actually want that, man. I had to learn that. Some of them actually want that. It's some girls out. I'm not gonna say girls. There are some people out there that like a domestic. I want to say domestic violence relationship. Yes. Some people out there that like that.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Recently,
I thought the shit wasn't true. I met a girl like that. She was like, she actually asked me. She was like, you don't get upset or nothing or want to fight or none of that. So what the fuck are we fighting for? What's wrong with you? She was like, well, I'm used to like getting into a fight or something. I said, with a man? She was like, yeah. I said, hell no, I'm cool. I'm out.
No.
Bro, I gotta piggyback off that. I'm gonna let you go ahead, bro.
No, I'm done.
Piggyback off that, Dennis. I gotta piggyback. But go ahead, bro, because you were saying something.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna piggyback off that. I'm gonna say this. I date black women and black women only. I'm gonna put it out there. I love black women. I love me a chocolate one at that. So I'm gonna tell you the real though. I'm getting frustrated because it literally seems. I already know it's finna blow the hell up. I already know. It gets on my last nerve with black women who have been in relationships with men who have treated them like complete dirt. They get with a decent dude and don't know how to act. It's, oh my God, it grinds my gears. And I see this a lot. I'm not saying other women don't do this, but I see this a lot in black women. They love dudes that are negative. Dudes that treat them like nothing. Dudes that sit there and tell them everything foul about them. But when a decent dude comes along and shows you something different, you give him the hardest time. I will not understand that with black women.
Peep this. I would say this, right? I would challenge this to you, sir. You have to understand that most people are only going to react in the way that they're used to reacting to shit.
Okay.
If these women are only used to niggas that ain't shit,
right?
When you come along and you trying to show them something different, they're not going to attach to that because that's something different. They're not used to that.
Okay.
So it's gonna make it seem like that exactly. That's all they know.
That's all they know, right?
You know what I'm saying? So when you doing something different, you weird. Like, you weird. Like, why is you doing that? So in a sense, you got to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more calm, and also, I don't want you to too much say that it's black women who do that.
Okay.
But that's only because that's all you date.
That's what I do. Right.
Again, right? On the flip side, that's all you know.
You're correct.
So it's in your situation as women. You see what I'm saying? But again, when you're not used to something, you're not gonna react the right way. People gonna look at you weird.
That's true.
I've seen that from I've seen some men do that as well though, not just women. I've seen men
absolutely.
And I've had conversations with some guys like, yo, how the fuck you got a girl do all that and you don't want to be with her? Like, what the fuck? Like,
listen, it took me a long time for me and my wife to be on one accord because my wife is absolutely different than any woman I've ever dated. Period. Like, hands down, unequivocally different. Like, night and day. And it took me a while to get adjusted to that. But she had patience.
Mm-hmm.
She had understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are still getting on each other's nerves to this day.
Right. How long you been married?
Shit, I don't know. Like
Oh,
6
man,
years?
we got. How many years you said?
6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I thought
And
yours
to be,
under mine.
it is. September, it'd be 6 years.
Oh, so I just So I just hit 6 years. So yeah, you is a little bit under.
Okay.
Little bro.
Look.
These motherfuckers, let's get this out the way. These motherfuckers are on live, don't even know how long they've been fucking married.
Whoa. Don't say
Hey,
hey,
listen.
This is crazy.
In my relationship, it's two things we don't count. That's money and the time. Because the thing about it is, one we can get back and one don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get the time back. So all the time we spend together is awesome. The money, it don't matter how much money we spend because shit, we're gonna get that back.
Right.
Damn,
You just gotta keep grinding.
Right.
So speaking on marriage and relationship and shit,
Mm-hmm.
what are some signs that y'all might need some help?
Ooh.
Signs that y'all might need some help.
I think it's the argument. The level of argument. When you start arguing about little petty shit, it's time for some help.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something.
So what is your definition of petty stuff? Because my wife always tells me things that go on and I forget. So then when they come up, and I be like, "Fuck, I got something else to do."
I forgot.
Told you
I forgot.
With your situation though, B, you might need to be like that young boy who was planning on shooting up the school. You might need to,
Whoa.
Hold on, let me explain. Hold on, man. Let me explain what I'm saying, man. Let me explain what I'm saying. All right. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
you might need to be like the cop. You ever watch? All right, listen. You ever watch cop shows? Every time you watch a cop show, everything that they do, they put on a board. You ever notice that?
Right.
The guys that they going after, everything about the person, everything that they doing, they put on the board. Maybe you and your wife need a board that y'all need to put up, so that way you can look on the board and say, "Oh yeah, you know what? That's coming up. I gotta do this."
Listen,
and you can also, and now that y'all share calendars, because that's some new shit that come with phones. You share calendars.
One day she put all the shit in there for the school year, so like 300 notifications went off. Man, I'm not reading this shit. And then again,
that's why I said if it's on the board, like in your honestly, in your man cave. If it's on a board in your man cave, you can actually see what's going on and what's next.
So bro, I don't even be in my man cave. You know that?
I was talking about him. He was talking about his situation and how he keep forgetting the things that his wife said.
I don't even make it to my man cave.
And it's not 100% that he don't give a fuck what she's saying. It's just a lot of information to take in, and he got a lot of shit on his mind.
I understand.
But as a husband, this is what I had to learn. As a husband, you're responsible for the head of the household. So anything that's fucked up in your household is 100% your fault.
100%.
It's 100% your fault.
Yeah, as the man,
anything that's fucked up is 100% your fault. So as a man in the household, the number one thing we try to think about is how the fuck can we get these bills to not be a problem? That's the number one thing.
Right.
Then let me make sure the kids got everything they need.
Right.
Sir.
You know what's the last thing on a man's mind? You know what's the last thing on a husband's mind? Shit that he needs. That's the last thing he's thinking about.
Facts.
I don't know, because I'm always thinking about a new pair of shoes I can get.
That's because you already took care of those other things.
Right.
Fact. Now, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So again,
hey, I know damn well not to buy no motherfucking shoes, and there's some overdue bills in this motherfucker.
Listen. So the issue was the issue we was trying to get is the small petty arguments. So like the petty arguments would be like me forgetting after she done told me 3 times, now I forgot. So what I was saying was what is your definition of a petty argument? Because you said the petty arguments means that you might
in a marriage, bro. There is no such thing as a petty argument. All this shit matter. No. All this shit matter. All this shit matter, bro.
Let me break it down for you. Is there such thing as a petty argument that has a big meaning? See, the argument, the petty. Listen, what I'm saying. The petty argument that you having could be about. All right, let me break it down. The petty argument that you could be having could be about some shit like what's for dinner. That's not even the reason that y'all fucking argue,
right?
Because you don't even give a fuck what's for dinner. You ready for some fucking chicken? You don't give a fuck what's for dinner. She cooked chicken, but y'all having an argument because y'all got other issues that y'all need to resolve.
I understand what you mean.
About a petty
I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. I understand exactly. Because you know what's funny? The only reason why I understand what you mean is because my wife and I, we had this conversation about why are we actually arguing? Because the shit is stupid. This has nothing to do with what the bigger issue is.
And that's why to let you know you might need somebody to talk to.
But see, for me, for us in our relationship, to answer BJ question, we don't wait until it gets to that point. Like, we have to say what's going on, because I'm gonna tell you something. I am not a petty argument motherfucker. I would legit listen. I will go the fuck off. I do not want to hear that shit. I do not want to hear that shit.
Yep.
Tell me what the fuck is wrong.
Yep.
Because the thing about it is, I'm not gonna hold nothing back. So I had to explain to my wife, like, if you holding back, I think everything is cool. And then 4-5 days go past, and then all of a sudden you want to bring it up again. That's not gonna work for me. So one thing that we working on is say how you feel in the moment. I don't give a fuck how raw it is. If you wanna cut my head off and shit in a hole, tell me that.
So what if it's real raw? Like y'all out on a motherfucking a date with your parents and shit, and you upset? Like, I told you I ain't want to fucking go on this date with your parents anyway. Like right in front of them. You supposed to just say it right then and there?
Yeah.
Let the chips fall where they may.
But no, on some real shit. But the thing about it is this though, Dennis. If I ain't want to go, I should have voiced that shit at the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't gotta wait. I ain't gotta wait.
Made you go?
I already told my, listen, we had this conversation. We had this conversation. Yeah. I already told him I don't want to go nowhere.
Right.
But if you ask me, I will go.
Mm-hmm.
So she already know. Off bail, my answer is no. But if she say, no, babe, like such and such and such is going on and I really want you to be there. All right, cool. Let's go. But as soon as shit start going left, I'm out of there. I ain't got to say shit. We gonna look at each other like, check please. It's time to go.
Yeah.
There is no argument. There is no hard feelings. Nothing. If shit goes smooth, and it's all good. But my wife and I, we absolutely have that understanding. Reading the signs. Back to the subject, reading the signs. We'll be somewhere and we'll look at each other, and we both know what that look means. Because goddamn, we about to go to bed. It's our bedtime. It's 10 o'clock. Why the fuck are we still out here in these streets? It's time to go home.
Facts.
You gotta read the signs. You gotta know. But I feel like all of that comes from communication. Without that communication early, you won't understand the signs, and when shit start popping off, it's gonna piss you off because you're like, what the fuck? But when you already got that understanding, the signs are easier to read. It's just like driving. You don't understand the signs until you go to school.
So, question.
Message.
you found out your 17-year-old is selling drugs. What are some of the signs that we should have already fucking seen?
Where the fuck did you get them shoes from?
Man,
That's
the dumb
fun.
shit that they buying. Because 17-year-olds, they buying some dumb shit. The dumb shit that they buying. The times
You got
that
a
they out.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
You got a PlayStation 5.
How you get that PS5? I ain't buying.
Times that they out.
You got some buffs. Where you get some buffs from?
Right.
Who did your hair?
And listen, hold on. Now, we can talk about these signs all we want to, but there are some people out there that ignore those signs.
Mm-hmm.
Because
why the fuck you got your hood on at 12 in the afternoon and it's 130 degrees outside?
Right. Exactly.
Because they believe that their child.
Hold on. Carlos, that is fucking normal, Carlos.
That's normal now, Luz. I don't know what you're talking about.
You gonna take your motherfucking matter of fact. Let me tell you something.
Sure.
If you don't like your child wearing a fucking hoodie and it's 130 degrees, quit buying the fucking hoodies.
Right.
Sure. I keep fussing at these kids about wearing a hoodie. It's too fucking hot.
Yeah, way too hot. Then they be passing out and stuff. I'm like,
they got. Listen, hold on, Los. Not only do they got hoodies, they got the motherfucking Pooh Shiesty mask on.
Right. Got the Pooh Shiesty mask. Right.
You got one too, Los? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I walk the other way. I see the Pooh Shiesty mask. I walk the other way.
It's 100 degrees outside, Los. They got a hoodie on with a Pooh Shiesty mask.
I know you hot.
With jeans on.
I be telling them, I know you hot.
And them big ass Balenciagas.
Yep.
He done took his glasses off. He got a Pooh Shiesty mask and stuff. You waiting for one of them young boys to pull up on you? Pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
So, what are some other signs, I guess, besides the time and coming late?
I'm sorry, what?
Usually they smell like fucking drugs. You can see them when they come in the crib. Mm-hmm. They smell like fucking drugs. 90% of the time, first of all, if you have a 17-year-old child and you don't know your child's habits, then you have not been paying attention.
Where the fuck have you been all day?
Right.
So at the same time, these parents got to work 2 jobs nowadays to keep up with the fucking bills coming in.
Yeah, but you should still know your child. I mean, I understand what you're saying though. BJ, but you still got to know your child.
Yeah.
You know goddamn well your child come in the house smelling like motherfucking drugs. That they ass ain't, they've been somewhere they weren't supposed to be at. So it's
There's one smell that I will never ever forget.
What's that?
And it's crack.
Oh yes. That smell will never go away.
If you ever smelled crack in your life being smoked, you will always remember that smell. Crack and weed are the 2 things you will never forget how it smells.
I don't know. They got some weed now that smell a little bit different. But that crack is always the same. But they got some weed nowadays, it smell a little bit different. Meth, damn, Reese, where was you at?
Wow. That's what I'm saying.
Meth.
But no, he right about that crack smell. That crack smell is the smell of death.
You know what crack smell like.
I'm like, oh God, yeah, I smell it now.
And I'm sorry, honestly, if you know what that shit smell like, because that shit stink.
Yeah,
that shit smell like, bro. That shit smell like evil cotton candy.
Yes.
He said it.
Who the fuck knows what meth smells like?
Okay, right. Good answer, Reese. Good answer, because I was going to ask you, was you dealing with somebody on meth, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Right.
Crack smell like plastic and gasoline mixed. Fact.
And you know what? BJ? It be motherfuckers that be in relationships with people don't even know that they snort cocaine.
Yes. Oh my God.
No, that's not true. They turn their head and look the other way.
BJ, they
They
don't
do that
know that
too,
they
but
snort
there's some
cocaine,
that don't
BJ.
know. They
They
don't know.
don't know.
There are people. There's people.
Because those people.
You know what?
That's what
There's
I'm telling
people
you
who
about
don't even.
that snort cocaine. The people talking about that snort cocaine. They're not, like one of them crazy addicts that need it every weekend. They can go a couple months without it, and then when they do it, they binge hit that motherfucker.
Listen, there's people, to their credit, right, who don't even know what signs to look for.
Yep.
That part.
Man.
They walking around sleep
like zombies.
It ain't that. They think that they're in a winter wonderland.
So one of the things that to look for, right? When you're a 17-year-old, let's do a top 5. Number 1.
Hold on, we still got one more, sir.
Okay.
All right, you want to get to the last one first?
Yeah, get to the last one.
No, go ahead. It's up to you.
How do you know that your teenage son or your teenage daughter is out here having sex?
Oh,
that's a hard.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
Nah, that's a hard.
Easy. No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
That's
easy. That's easy, bro. They change. Their entire being of a person changes.
Yep.
Everything changes.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
But they also make that change from I want to say, from being a preteen to being a teen.
Yeah,
there's a change.
I might have to say for a daughter it's a little harder. For a boy, it's easy because we know now his ass washing up, getting fresh, doing all types of shit. Maybe now he on the phone all day with bitches. You already see him.
Yeah.
For girls, it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah, girls.
It's the same thing.
Attitudes change. The way
but they attitudes change when they get their period.
But it's a different kind of change, bro. It's a different kind of change.
You know what I'm saying? Like that change, but fart and play video games.
Fart and play video games.
See them busting their room and smell fart and fucking video games and feet. And I bet you, hey Reese, and I bet you was a little girl that'd be in that fucking room.
Right.
Smelling like fart and video games and feet. And
going that motherfucker.
Hold up. These little dirty motherfuckers will continuously play the video game when they got a girl over.
Yes. What are you doing?
Let the coochie go dry.
Young man, what are you doing?
Like, she done came over to see you. Get the draws, nigga.
Listen, for me, because I'm a people watcher. So for me, the signs are absolutely easy to spot in kids because although women do change a lot, but the thing about little girls and little boys is that their whole demeanor changed to a more.
You see what she said? You see what she just wrote? That right there? That is, I'm going to ignore the signs.com. That's what she just wrote. That's exactly what she just wrote. I'm going to ignore the signs.com.
Think about it.
It's not nothing that you can't think about. Once the day you have a child, you have to think about all that shit.
Sir, listen,
every possibility has to be a thought in your mind. The day you have a child.
Yeah.
Sir, my daughter is 6 years old. By the time she turned 11, I need to be out this bitch shooting like John Wick.
So,
all right, so wait a minute. My daughter is 14. I have already sat here. My daughter is 14, and my daughter has autism. I didn't put her autism to the side and say, oh, she ain't going to be out there fucking. No, she might be out there fucking. She might fuck around. In my family, there's a lot of girls that had babies at teenagers. My mom had me at 18. She may have a baby before 18. This is something I have thought about. Now, my baby mom don't want to think about it because she don't even want to have a fucking conversation.
That part. So,
but I sat there and said, you can't ignore that shit.
Everybody.
She got a menstrual cycle just like everybody else. She just may be out there fucking. This is something that we have to be worried about. Don't sit there and think that she's just gonna be tuned into fucking video games and ain't gonna be doing some nasty shit.
Find a way to take the whole cycle out. Fuck it.
Facts. These are little humans, and that's why I said it's easy to spot the difference in demeanor when they start having sex. Even before they start having sex, when that interest grows, you can see it in them because they start moving different. Like legit start like moving different.
Bubby used to come outside, open up the door, and look up the street. Fuck are you looking for? Oh no, I was seeing who was out here. What the fuck? So I left it alone. Next day, he's doing the same shit. So then the day after that, like, can I go outside? And I was like, yeah. So I look out there, he up the street on the girl porch and shit. They sitting there talking. So you outside looking every day and see if the girl outside.
Yeah, he's stalking her. Young stalking like, too. Young.
So he got the girl phone number and all that shit. Like, so they up there sitting on the porch and shit. And then next day, Jordan up there and Desmond up there and Tyon and them, and they all sit on the porch and shit like that or whatever. But like, you just gotta pay attention to shit. Like shit, some shit is obvious. Some shit is definitely obvious, but some shit will go under the cracks, and you be like, "Damn, I did miss that one."
When you, I remember, BJ told me some shit had me dying for at least 20 minutes. Man, he was like, "Man, my son just came home and brushed his teeth." I said, "Oh shit." I was fucking cracking up. He said, I'm about to check this nigga. I don't know what's up. He just came home and brushed his teeth.
That boy went out to eat. You know what I mean? He got him a taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got him a young taste.
I was done.
He got him a young taste. He got it. You know what I'm saying?
As you can see, BJ was already checking the sign. What is you doing? You had to come home and brush your teeth.
He was smoking,
and he was, and you know, y'all know BJ. When BJ at 10, it's hard to get him back down to fucking 9. Not 8. I'm talking about 9. Get him back down to 9. But he had 10.
He was helping his beard grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I told him he was smoking one of the two. He ate some fucking cheese curls or whatever. They got in his teeth, and motherfuckers was talking shit about him, saying you ain't brush your teeth. That's why cheese curls shit in your mouth. So that's what I said, but BJ wasn't doing none of that shit. He wasn't listening. I am an absolute supporter of random drug tests. Hey, piss in this cup right quick.
Sir,
piss in this can right quick. Here.
Sir, you can't. Sir. Sir, that's a trust
random.
issue, sir.
Random.
Trust issue,
no, it's not about trust issues. It's about checking the signs.
Yeah, no, sir. Sir. So, you if they come home like, no, I ain't do shit. You gotta take your word for it until you start seeing other shit. Just like you go home and wife say, let me see your phone. Every day you come in the house and say, let me see your phone. Fuck you want to keep seeing my phone for?
Usually you gonna get another phone. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
That happens, usually you gonna get another phone.
I ain't doing all that shit. Like, sir, sir, you can't come in the house and every day and the motherfucker's home. You talk about you gotta take a piss test.
No, I ain't say every day. I said random, bro.
Sir.
Like, you know, right before Christmas, right before their birthday, right before the summertime. You know what I'm saying? All the big shit in the kid's life. Just randomly, like, check on them, see what they doing. And you see how he turned out.
Your mom used to check your brother piss back in the day? God damn, that had to be the 90s. Shit. Just checking piss in the 90s?
All right, Carlos, what's your top 5?
Top 5 signs and what? Which one?
I don't know. You got to run off a list.
The drug dealer, that's your son.
Listen, if your child coming in the house with all kind of like different new shit that you ain't never seen before, it's a chance your child is a drug dealer. If he randomly started stealing from people.
Oh yeah, drug test. I'm with your mom on that. Yeah, I got one though right here. Your child wearing the same clothes too many fucking days in a row. That's some drug dealer shit.
Or robbing for sure.
They're too fucking lazy to wash their own fucking clothes. A lot of these kids.
Yeah, but most of the drug dealers I grew up with, they was wearing a Dickie outfit for a week straight.
Bro, You can't go off of that though, because these kids nowadays they don't change their clothes like that.
She said he better pay some bills before I turn his ass in. She too fucking hood for
These
TV. I swear to God. I
These
swear
kids
to
do
God.
not change their clothes like that, so you can't go off that
Who
one.
said that?
Janice, she said he better start paying some bills.
Yeah, that was you right. That was then. I don't know if motherfuckers
Listen, that's why I'm saying, like, go through they shit.
Yeah,
Go
random
through your
random
child
room
shit.
search. Random room search. Shit, that room dirty as shit anyway. That room ain't clean. I don't give a fuck.
Look, they gonna
I
get
don't give a fuck
smart.
who your child is. That room ain't clean.
Peep this. They gonna get smart. They gonna see you doing that, and they gonna say, "Hey, Joe Blow, can you hold this? Because I don't want my mom and my daddy finding this in my room, right?"
Yep.
Right.
I follow. I'll follow that little motherfucker. Where you going?
But if he's selling drugs, he got to be out all times of night because that's when the most drug money is made.
Sir, no.
Where
no,
have you been all day?
Now they gotta do is go to school. You sell that shit in fucking school.
Yep.
See, Instagram now, they come to your house.
So look.
Definitely check his social media.
Unpopular
But no,
opinion,
a lot
right?
of these. I'm sorry, I can't even say check your social media. A lot of these young boys now, they don't have no pictures or nothing on their social media. All they do is stories. So if you don't catch their story,
that shit is irritating.
if you don't catch their story, then you missed it. They deleted all their pictures on their Instagram and everything. It's just stories.
That shit is the dumbest shit ever. You'll post a picture, get 1,000 fucking likes, and then delete that shit.
And delete it, yeah.
And these kids on the football team hit me up so much, and they keep changing their name once a week and shit. Yo, I can't keep up with these. They don't got no pictures up there. I don't even know who the fuck I be talking to. No,
but they put a story up. They got a story that they put up or some
and
shit
they never got no picture of them.
to be doing.
It's always a picture of their cousin or some shit.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. These kids are not as smart as they try to make themselves seem, bro.
Facts.
All we have to do is the same shit.
Drugs to the doctors. The doctors can't prescribe for their own shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lord Jesus. All we have to do is be on their ass. That's it.
That's a full-time job.
So, unpopular opinion, right?
The kids didn't ask to be here, Dennis.
Hey, unpopular opinion, right? How do you punish a child that's doing some shit as brazen as robbing or selling drugs and shit like that? You don't. You
keep
can't.
Their ass in the house. They robbing and stealing. They can't rob and steal from in the house.
How you gonna keep them in the house, Dennis?
Keep their ass in the house. What do you mean? You gotta stay in the fucking house.
Nope.
They leave the house, you ain't coming the fuck back. You leave this fucking house, you ain't coming the fuck back.
That's their choice.
Well, the fuck it, and that's their choice. I already know the kind of crowd he gonna put out there. My mom threw me out when I was like 14. Ain't gonna say I was robbing and stealing, and my mom said I gotta stay in the fucking house, and I decided to leave because I ain't want to stay in the house. But they ain't gonna say that fucking part. They threw me out when I was 14. They always want to cry. These young boys got a fucking cry story to go with everything. Nobody helped me. That's their famous fucking line. Nobody fucking helped me. I did it all by myself. That's their famous line.
If my son say some shit like that, I'm making a diss track. Period.
Gotta save these kids, man.
I feel like it started at a young age.
Gotta think about how many times motherfuckers actually hug their kids. How many times you actually hugged your kids?
Facts.
Things you gotta think about, man. All that little stuff right there, hugging, all that. Give them a hug, man.
I hug my kids all the time.
911. I like to report a drug dealer.
They be like, no, I don't want no hug.
911. I like to report a drug dealer.
And another thing I always want to say. These kids watch you. They know everything that you do. I said this on the previous show. I'll say it again. These kids watch you. They know everything that you do. Home. Yes, they know. They know when you get paid. They know when you get paid by the way you act, not by your payday. Let's get that out of the way. So if you got a bonus on a certain day, they know you got paid by the way you act, not your payday. These kids are watching you.
Let me tell you something. They even know your PIN number.
Exactly.
Shit. I don't know about that part. Yeah, now you got me on that shit. I wish the fuck you would.
I bet you. I bet you. Ask your kids what your PIN number is.
So you know how I get down, right?
And you know what?
I put $100 on it.
Put
$100
$100 up there. If anybody know your PIN number, you'd be surprised who the fuck know your PIN. You gonna be mad.
Shit. I don't know my fucking PIN number.
Make sure you get that kid that $100, man.
Fuck that.
I bet you.
No, none of my PIN number. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is wild for that one. Y'all wild for that one.
Because they watch you.
They don't watch me that goddamn much.
They watch you. You go through that motherfucking phone. You go through that phone 6, 7, 8, 9. They know that shit.
Oh, that? Oh, no, you don't know that either. You don't know that. I thought you meant like your debit card PIN number.
They know that shit too.
But they don't. Shit, it's crazy.
These kids watch.
Shit. All right, so closing remarks. Anybody got anything they need to say? Get off their chest.
SBC, you got some shit to say? Get off your chest.
No.
I don't know, SBC. I heard some things, brother.
Oh, what you hear, man? What you hear?
I heard you being weighed down. You had to weight on your shoulders, my boy.
I did, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm gonna be transparent today. I'm gonna tell y'all the honest truth. I don't always handle things like a man should. I handle a lot of things with emotion. And I know as a man, I was taught that from OGs to most of the men I grew up with. Men don't never handle things with emotion. We do, we kind of, think through it, then kind of deal with it. But sometimes the situation get the better of you.
Right.
Today was that day. A situation got the better of me today. And it was, as I was sitting here thinking about it, I was thinking of a lesson that I got taught. And the OG told me this. He was like, you got to pick and choose your battles. And sometimes, like, we was talking about earlier how petty things can turn into big things and, cause a whole big argument. Well, that's what happened with me today.
Right.
A petty situation turned into a really big situation, and I didn't even have to go there like that. That's the trip part. I didn't check my emotions. As men, sometimes we get in situations where we just, like, certain things trigger you and you just automatically react. That's what happened today. So I'm going to be real. If I could give any advice at this particular moment of a lesson that I learned today and that an OG told me years ago, men cannot, you don't deal with emotion. First of all, you with a woman. A woman is already emotional. That's her nature. That's who she is. So if you're a man and you're dealing with the same thing, it's not going to work. So sometimes as a man, you got to pick and choose your battle of which way it should go and how it should go. Always stand your ground, but never, ever deal with certain things with emotion. It's a lot. I go back to Biggie and Tupac. Their situation was emotion. One felt some way about the other, and it never got resolved. My situation today kind of happened like that. It took one little thing and it just exploded. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's other things that were festering under there, which exploded what happened today. So yeah, that's what happened to me today. I got a life lesson today on something that I had thought I had, enough lessons on and been told enough. But yeah, as a man, you can't deal with things with emotion. You got to think things through first before you just react.
And you know what else? You absolutely have to be quick on your feet.
Yes.
I know for me, I a few weeks ago, I was going through some things, and it was all emotional. It was all in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to work through it the best that I could,
All right.
but I couldn't get through it.
Right.
So what I had to do is what I didn't want to do, honestly, is I had to go to my wife. I told my wife, I said, I'm going through some things and I don't know how to handle it and I need your help. She
Wow.
said, what's wrong? I said, I got too much on my mind and it's shit that's bothering me and it shouldn't bother me as bad as it's bothering me.
Right. Right.
I am legit up to here and I'm ready.
Mm.
I'm ready.
Mm.
And she's like, ready for what? I was like, whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, don't worry about it. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And she took me on a trip and it legit got my mind uncluttered.
Right.
So what I would recommend,
Mm-hmm.
you have to recognize the signs within yourself as well.
Yes.
You know, when you get into that point where it's just like, you know what? I only got one more in me.
Right.
And when you at that point, you yourself either need to unplug or find somebody to talk to that'll help you unplug.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I didn't have that opportunity to unplug for me, shit, I'd have crashed out, bro.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd
Right.
have tricked myself off these streets and I wouldn't have gave a damn.
Right.
I wouldn't be seeing the bus. I'd be seeing jail.
Facts.
So that's my recommendation. Like, and I feel like the good thing about your situation is that you are able to recognize that you were wrong in how you handled the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize that you could have did it way differently.
Oh yeah, it could have went way, way different. I went off of
So
pure emotion today. I was like, that's crazy.
so if don't nobody tell you, brother, I'm gonna tell you, shout out to you for recognizing that.
I appreciate
Because there's people out here that crash out and be like, but they did such and
it.
such and such and it made me
No.
nah.
So
No,
hey,
you gotta recognize what
you
you
got to give him a round of applause for admitting the fact. It's hard to admit the fact
Oh
that you
yeah,
was wrong.
that's the
You
thing.
fucked up.
That's
Facts.
with me. I admit if I'm wrong, that's that's OG teaching. If you wrong, bro, you wrong. Period. There's
You
no
apologize and
part
do
about
better
it.
next time.
Huh?
So side note, when Carlson was going through his shit, we saw the signs. We was on his ass. We was on his
Facts.
ass. Like we
Facts.
was cracking jokes and that nigga wasn't laughing back with us and shit.
Yeah.
Time out, baby. Wait a minute, baby. I'm funny sometimes. Like, God damn, I'm funny sometimes and shit. You ain't gonna laugh at none of my shit.
Hey, what shit funny? You hear me?
Right.
Like
Yeah. Fuck is what's going on?
what
Right.
shit
Right.
funny? I ain't give a fuck about a joke, nigga. No, I don't give a fuck.
Shit. All right, so real shit. We gotta start paying attention to our kids, the ones closest to
Fact.
us, mother, father, uncle, sister, brother, even the elderly lady that lived down the street. Like it was a lady that lived down the street from me, and she was dragging a trash bag up the step. So I was
Mm-hmm.
looking like, "Fuck, don't trash bag and shit." So I was like, "Man, you need help?" And she was like, "Just a little bit." So she was like, I forgot there was a holiday. I had my son take the trash out. Why are your son taking the shit back in the house? But you know, I was full of milk. Let me just get the bag, take it up there on that damn porch and all the shit like that. But things like that. So we just got to do a better job at paying attention to the signs. Yeah. But today I want to thank everybody for coming on. When y'all coming on, shout out to sir. What's your real name, sir? I don't want to keep calling you Fat Boy Chronicle shit, but
they call me Lindsay. That's my name. Lindsay is my name.
All right, Lindsay is
but
your
everybody,
name,
but Dennis called me FBC. You can call me Fat Boy Chronicles, whatever you like.
Yeah. FBC in the building.
Yeah, FBC. I'm kind of liking that. I might have to get a shirt made. I'm gonna give you some of them proceeds, Dennis.
So again,
not only recognize the signs around you, but also recognize the signs in you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, so we'll catch y'all next Monday. What time? What time, Carlos?
7 p.m. I don't know which way it's supposed to be, but it's 7 p.m. EDT. Right. For the people in the back, EDT is Eastern Daylight Time.
Yep.
After October, it'll go back to EST. That's Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
But for right now, it's EDT every Sunday. Oh, wait, Monday.
You learn something new every fucking day.
Hey, also, how you gonna mute?
Sir,
damn.
I was going off your cue, so my bad. Go ahead, sir.
Damn. You gonna cut me off, man.
Sir, come on, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Ignorant Thinkers Podcast, man.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, 10 a.m. start. EDT.
That's right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That is the best Saturday show out right now. I swear it is. They have some good shit on there. Check him out.
Peace to you, Queen.
Thank you.
Okay, end the show now. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.